Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm going to do another quick weekly recap of MMO news and announcements for the week ending July 17th. And as you can see from the video playing in the background, the first piece of news that we're going to take a look at this week is from a game called Trinity 2. The news is that as of July 13th, 2011, NHN Corporation announced a brand new MMORPG called Trinity 2. And as you can see from the video, the game features 3D side-scrolling graphics and action-oriented combat, a bit like Rusty Hearts actually. Now the game intends to have skill-based character growth, 12 class paths, hybrid skills, PvE, and PvP. Unfortunately, no release date has been announced yet, so it could be a while before the game actually launches. Next up guys, on July 12th, 2011, Black Prophecy launches Episode 1, the game's first update. Episode 1, called Inferno of Tulima, adds a new sector to the game called Tulima, where players can visit. The new area in the game features a new hub called Enzo's Emporium, which features new story missions for players level 14 or higher, new jobs, new dynamic missions, and also removes construction times and adds the new flag cannon, as well as new special skills to the game. Also on a side note guys, Black Prophecy is now officially launched in North America. It was only in open beta in North America until now. Up next guys, on July 11th, 2011, the game Battle Swarm Field of Honor from Reality Gap will be shutting down. Now this is not a big surprise because the game was never that popular. It'll be shutting down on Saturday, July 16th, 2011. The company behind the game, Reality Gap, was actually bought by another company, but Battle Swarm was not included and it will be shutting down. Monato Spirit, otherwise, their other game will be relaunched. Up next guys, also on July 11th, KOS Secret Operations from Don't Blink will be relaunching in August. Now the game is published by a company called Don't Blink, but it'll be shutting down on August 1st and relaunching on a new game portal. I'm not sure if the new game portal will be operated by the same Don't Blink people or not. But either way, the game is relaunching on its own and will also feature a big update when the game does relaunch. So the game will be shutting down on August 1st and relaunching on August 10th after the transition. Next up guys, on July 14th, Kitsu Saga from Area Games officially shut down. Now the game itself was very similar to Grand Fantasia as well as Eden Eternal. But the game shutting down is no big surprise because the company behind the game, X-Legend Entertainment, didn't see much success with the game in North America. But no worries guys, Eden Eternal is still around and it's their newer game anyway. And in fact, Eden Eternal is much more polished anyway. So seeing this game shut down again is not a big surprise. Up next guys, on July 12th, 2011, Eden Eternal gets its first major update which adds the Zumi race to the game. And as I was saying earlier, Eden Eternal is also an MMORPG by the same guys behind Kitsu Saga, except this game is much more popular and it's got a really cool multi-classing system. The Zumi are mouse-like creatures which begin in a new area called Freegal Valley. The update also adds a new endgame heroic dungeon called Anger Quarry and Bile Shark Headquarters, which are both 8-player raids. Also included in the update is a new system where the new top 20 players and guilds on each server will be rewarded with rare loot each month for maintaining their top 20 position. Next up guys, on July 13th, GPTero came out and released the release date for their upcoming expansion for Iris Online called Tears of Arcana. The Tears of Arcana update is launching on July 19th. The update adds new areas to the game as well as new items as well as a higher level cap of 70. And again guys, the update itself is going live on July 19th. Next up guys, on July 13th, Ragnarok Online updates the 13.3 patch called LDS Casts, if I said that correctly, and the latest update to Ragnarok Online adds a bunch of new stuff to the game, including the Scaraba lair, a new instance headed by the Scaraba Queen, and 13 new weapons designed for all 3rd class adventurers. Now the game is actually really popular Ragnarok Online, mostly on private servers. The game's official servers unfortunately aren't that popular, but keep in mind guys, the official servers are also free to play now. And have been for a while. And yeah, this video is pretty awful quality, I know. The next bit of news guys, that S4 League announces its newest update called Iron Eyes. It's the latest expansion to the fast-paced third-person MMO shooter by Ala Playa. Almost forgot that for a second. The update is also known as S4 League Season 2. The update adds a new Skyline map which features aerial gunplay and lots of jump points. Also included in the update is another map called Iron Heart, which is a sphere-shaped maze made of iron. Also, a new game mode named Siege will also be added to the game. On top of the new maps and game modes, players will also be able to get new costumes and new weapons. Now, S4 League Iron Eyes will be launching later this month. Too bad Ala Playa didn't announce exactly when later this month, but you know what guys, it's towards the end of July. And you can actually see some new costumes in work in the video right now in the background. Up next guys, on July 14th, 2011, SG Interactive unleashes a new game mode for their MMO-FPS game, Project Blackout. The new game mode is called Dino Mode, which apparently pits players up against experimental breed of dinosaurs. So yeah, it's kind of an awkward update for the game. Not sure why the developers behind Project Blackout thought like, hey, the thing we're missing in Project Blackout is dinosaurs. Every game needs dinosaurs. So it's kind of random anyway, but hey, it's at least a little bit unique, I would say. And yeah, you can see in the video right now, the guy's headshotting dinosaurs. It's incredibly random, but I guess it can be chaotic and fun in its own way. Now, not only can you hunt dinosaurs, but players will also be controlling the dinosaurs. So it'll be human versus dinosaurs, which actually does sound kind of cool. Up next, guys, the first part of Episode 8 for Vindictus launches, including an update of 4 new stories and battle quests, UI improvements, blessing stones, and more. To celebrate the launch of the first part of Episode 8, Nexon will reward players who log in between 5 and 7 p.m. Pacific from now until July 26th with double experience. And in case you're curious, guys, this is not the official Episode 8 trailer because there is no official Episode 8 trailer yet. This is an older trailer. Well, guys, that's it for MMO news. But as for games coming soon, we still have Dragon Nest from Nexon, which is actually launching on July 26th. Now, as you can see from the video in the background, it's a fantasy-themed action MMORPG with anime-inspired graphics. And if you haven't seen the trailer for the game yet, you definitely want to check it out in full HD because it does look awesome, and it's on the dragonnest.nexon.net website. And from what I've gathered about the game, it looks a lot like Vindictus, except with more anime-inspired graphics because it is fast-paced and action-oriented. And again, guys, the game is launching into open beta in the US on July 26th. There will be a global version, I believe, through a company called Cherry Credits at a different date. Well, guys, that's it for games coming soon. But as for games recently launched, we have Lucent Heart from Game Mania. The game actually launched a while ago, but it is actually an official commercial launch now because the game's cash up is now open. Now, there's no real difference between open beta and commercial launch anyway for players, but the game is in commercial launch as of July 12th. And yeah, guys, anyway, guys, that's it for MMO news and announcements for the week ending July 17th, 2011. If you want to read about or learn more about any of the news mentioned in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/news. And if you want to discuss anything in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/forums. Anyway, guys, this is Omer signing off.